Hey everybody, welcome to Pride Wealth Strategies, a series dedicated to helping people in the LGBTQ and ally community save money and build wealth. I'm Joey. I'm going to talk to you today about equality. Yes, I know it's June, it's Pride Month, everybody's talking about equality, but a lot of people ask me which companies have been at the forefront of diversity and inclusion before it was cool. You know, the past decade or two, we've seen a lot of companies come out publicly and support diversity and support equality, sponsor pride events, but there were a bunch of companies who were doing that back in the 80s and 90s before it was trendy to do so. So I want to talk to you about a few companies which may be good for your portfolio, but also are good companies in the diversity and inclusion realm. The first company I want to mention to you is IBM. You know, back in the 80s and 90s, IBM was one of the first companies to really come out publicly and support diversity and inclusion in the workplace. This is before it was cool. You know, my friend Erwin in South Florida, he was on part of IBM's initiatives, and they were supporting pride events, they were supporting NGLCC, they were supporting a bunch of different organizations way before anybody else. Another company is American Airlines. You know, American Airlines, I'm not necessarily recommending them as a stock right now because their balance sheet is a little funky with COVID going on. But, you know, American Airlines has always been a huge supporter. Delta, AT&T, JP Morgan Chase. You know, these are great companies that have been pioneers in LGBT inclusion and diversity in general. So I want to run down a list of a few companies that you should consider investing in for your portfolio if you're looking for a diversity and inclusion angle. So write these down. They're also on my blog on pridewealthstrategies.com, but they are Apple, AT&T, Chevron, IBM, JP Morgan Chase, Procter & Gamble, Microsoft, Verizon, United Health, and Google. Now, if you put all these stocks together, they're a little tech heavy, but that's not a bad thing because tech is doing really well right now in this pre-post-COVID experience that we're all going through. And I think tech will be the leaders in the future as well. So if you're, I guess, under 50 and have a bit more tolerance for risk, I would say a bit more tech heavy portfolio is okay. If you're over 50, you may want to tone that down a little bit just to take some of the risk out of your portfolio and invest in some of the stocks that, you know, they're the true winners. More of the Verizons, more of the Proctors, the AT&Ts, you know, the stocks that pay big dividends. AT&T is an awesome dividend right now. You should look into that, and so does Verizon. In disclosure, I do own shares of JP Morgan, Procter, Microsoft, AT&T, Verizon. But I've researched these companies and I love their diversity and inclusion initiatives, but I also love them as a company, as an investment. And if that's something that's important to you, if that equality component is important, I would definitely take the time and research these companies and consider adding them to your portfolio. If you have any questions or comments, you could email me at joey@pridewealthstrategies.com, or you could follow us on Facebook and visit our website, which has more tips and suggestions on how you can become wealthy. So once again, thanks so much for watching the video, and I hope to see you soon. Happy investing.